the woke lunacy out of our military. And now we're very importantly getting it out of women's sports. That's taking place very strongly. So in recent years, the radical left has waged an all-out campaign to erase the very concept of biological sex and replace it with a militant transgender ideology. You've heard a little bit about this, haven't you, huh? Just a little bit? Does anybody agree with them? No. It would be not a good thing to say yes right here. Female athletes have been forced onto the front lines, and men claiming to be girls have stolen more than 3,500 victories, that's a lot, and invaded more than 11,000 competitions designed for women. Last year, a male cyclist posing as a woman competed in the 800-mile Arizona trail race, a very big deal in cycling, and obliterated the women's course record by nearly 5.5 hours. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it, huh? 5.5 hours, but you have to hear the weightlifting records. You think that's bad. The weightlifting's worse. In 2023, a man in women's powerlifting broke 2 world records and outlifted his closest female opponent in one event by 440 pounds. And they continue to defend themselves, Mr. Congressman. You know that, right? They continue to defend themselves. We hope they continue onward because I don't think we can lose a race. This was one of the big reasons that we all won, and it's one of the big reasons that we had a record, a landslide like they haven't seen before, very often anyway. And who could forget last year's Paris Olympics where a male boxer stole the women's gold medal after brutalizing his female opponent so viciously that she had to forfeit just after 46 seconds, and she was a championship fighter. And actually, they had 2 women or 2 people that transitioned, and both of them won gold medals, and they won them very convincingly. But all of that ends today because with this executive order, the war on women's sports is over. Thank you, everybody. Great. It should have been done long ago, actually. Thank you. Thank you very much. With my action this afternoon, we're putting every school receiving taxpayer dollars on notice that if you let men take over women's sports teams or invade your locker rooms, you will be investigated for violations of Title IX and risk your federal funding. There will be no federal funding. So this will effectively end the attack on female athletes at public K-12 schools and virtually all U.S. colleges and universities. I don't think we've missed anything, but if we do, we'll make it up very quickly with an order, and I don't think we will at all. I want to, before we go on, I want to thank so many people that have worked so hard in the political establishment, and they're before me largely, and I think I'm going to miss a few. It always happens when you do this, but it's just one of those things. But we have many senators here, many governors here, many state attorneys generals here. They're all over the place, actually, I see. Some of them went after me, but they failed. And they're really friends, and they're friends of women's sports, that I can tell you. So Senator Marsha Blackburn, where's Marsha? Hi. Senator Katie Britt. Thank you, Katie. Mike Lee, where's Mike? Mike. I love his new haircut. I love that haircut, Mike. He just said the hell with it, right? I think you look great. Senator Cynthia Lummis. Cynthia, where are you? Cynthia, hi, Cynthia. Doing a good job. And Roger Marshall. Thank you, Roger. Great. Mark Wayne, Mullen, Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. I don't know what it is, Oklahoma. I won 77 out of 77 counties. It's never been done. Second was Ronald Reagan, 56, right? Yeah. And Tommy Tuberville, a great coach. You know, his quarterback was named Mahomes. He was a great college coach. And I said, how good was he? He said, you don't want to know how good. He made me into a great coach. He's pretty good quarterback, right? Yeah, he was very good. He's a good guy, too. Also, governors, we have Governor Glenn Youngkin, Virginia. Thank you, Glenn. Good job. Bill Lee of Tennessee. Bill, thank you. Jeff Landry, Louisiana. Thank you, Jeff. Kim Reynolds of Iowa. Thank you. We're trying to move, you know, education back to the states. You do know that. We're making a big move, and we're counting on Linda McMahon. Linda McMahon. And sitting next to you is the new Star is Born. Caroline, congratulations. You've done great. New Star. Star is Born. Patrick Morrissey. Patrick, congratulations. Great race. A great friend of mine, and he's really helped us at the border, done a great job, of Texas, Greg Abbott. Thank you, Greg. Jim Pillen, where are you? Jim, very good. Very good. Are you feeling good? He had a bad fall. You doing all right, huh? Good. You look great. Brad Little. Brad, thank you, Brad. Good job. Good job. Do you like education going back to your state? You'll make it top, right? You know, just so people understand, in the education world, we're ranked very, very poorly. We're 38, 39, and 40 out of 40 countries. We're at the bottom of the pack almost always, or very close to it. That just came out. We're 40 out of 40. And if we move it back to the states, I will guarantee you that if you take Idaho, you take Iowa, you take almost any of the states that I'm looking at right now, they'll be as good as Norway. You have Norway, you have Sweden, you have Denmark. I must say you have China that's very high in the pack, which is no longer, we can say it has to be a small area. China is very big, but they do a very good job. But we'll have at least 35 of our states that will be as good or better than any of those countries, and we have to get it done. Attorney General Steve Marshall. Steve, thank you very much. Steve, wherever you may be. General Tim Griffin. Thank you. Thank you. A person who was so wonderful. Brenna Bird, where are you? Brenna Bird. Thank you. She supported me before people wanted to support me, right, Brenna? Wow. Thank you very much. I appreciated it. Andrew Bailey, great job. Where's Andrew? Great. Stand up, Andrew. One of the great attorney generals. Thank you very much. One of the greats, really. And Jason Marianas. Thanks, Jason. And now we get back to our members of Congress, and we'll go quickly, but it's a great group of people. Steve Scalise is right in front here. What a brave guy Steve is. Steve went through a lot, and he proved one thing to me, only one thing, that his wife loved him. His wife loves him because I went to the hospital that night, and he was not given even a shot, right, Mike? And I was with him, and I was with his wife, and she was devastated. She was really devastated. And I've been to, you know, similar situations, not quite as bad, but the wives were not so devastated. And I can tell you that great wife of yours loves you. So anyway, and what you've done is incredible. The way you've come back, it's you look better now than you did before it happened. But nobody wants to go through that. Yeah, it's amazing. Tom Emmer doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Tom. Great job. Lisa McLean. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hi. Good job. Virginia Fox. Hi, Virginia. Tim Wahlberg, Michigan. Tim, great. Jason Smith, great man on taxes. Great man on how are the taxes doing? Okay. We're going to get good things passed, I hope, right? Juan Ciscomaris, Arizona. Where are you, Juan? Hello, Juan. Stand up, Juan. You look so good. You always look good. Kevin Kiley. Kevin, wherever you may be. What happened? How come he had no applause? Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert. Very much a leader in this. Thank you, Lauren. Kat Kamek, Florida. Thank you, Kat. Byron Donalds. He's doing good. Byron's doing good. Where is he? You're doing good, Byron. Laurel Lee. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you. Great job. Anna Paulina Luna. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Greg Stubbe hit a home run wearing a Trump cap. The only one to hit a home run out of the park during your crazy baseball game, right? I think I will come. I think I'll come. If you're playing, I'll come. Somebody that's very shy. This is a very shy person, and but she's trying to break out of it. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Victoria Sparts. Thank you, Victoria. Great job. Ashley Hinson. Ashley, thank you. Marionette Miller Meeks. Good job you did. Good job. Great job. Mary Miller. Hi, Mary. Julia Letlow. Hi, Julia. Claudia Tenney from New York. Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Hi. Great job. Nicole Maliatakis. Hi, Nicole. Good. Doing good. I saw a great poll with you, Nicole. Michelle Fishbach. Thank you. Great job. Ann Wagner, Missouri. Thanks. Sherry Biggs, South Carolina. Thanks, Sherry. Great job. Nancy Mace. Where's Nancy? She's something. Oh, are you a believer in what we're doing, Nancy? Nancy takes it on right from the start, right? Would you like to say something? Would you like to say we're doing the right thing? Good. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nancy. Stephanie Bice, Oklahoma. Thanks, Stephanie. Diana Harshbarger. Thanks, Diana. Good job. Tim Burchett. Tim, I watched you on television the other day. You were unbelievable. You ripped that guy apart. Man, that poor guy, he started getting a little fresh with Tim, and Tim just ripped him apart. That was beautiful. I actually left a message. That's good. Great job, Tim. That was great. Monica De La Cruz. Monica. Great. Ronnie Jackson. Ronnie. Dr. Ronnie. He's a doctor, a great admiral, and a great congressman, right? Pretty good. He has his choice. What do you like doing best, Ronnie?
I like being your doctor best.
Who is the healthiest patient you ever had? You know why I liked him? The fake news asked, so doctor, he had Obama, Bush, and Trump in the White House. He was the White House doctor. And they asked him, who's the healthiest of the three? He said, it's not close. It's Donald Trump. And from that moment, I love this guy. Right? Thank you, Ronnie. Wesley Hunt from Texas. Hi, Wesley. Beth Van Dyne. Beth from Texas. Thanks, Beth. Burgess Owens, a great athlete, NFL star, an NFL star. Ken Kiggins from Virginia. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much, Jen. I appreciate it. Harriet Hageman, what a lawyer. Ooh. One of the best, one of the most talented lawyers you'll ever see. What she did to her opponent was horrible. Let's see, who was her opponent? Let's see. Oh, does anybody remember her opponent? We tend to forget. We forgot that one, huh? And, you know, your speaker, I'm going to introduce him later anyway, but your speaker has been fantastic. Stand up, Mike. He's great. What a good man. A really good man. Also, some friends of ours, Sage Steele, has been very strong on the issue. Sage, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Great job. Tiffany Justice, Tina Deskovich, founders of Moms for Liberty, and they honored me, and it was a great honor. And thank you very much, both of you. Thank you. Heather Higgins, Andy Botner, Victoria Coley from Independent Women's Forum. It's a fantastic group of people that fought very hard on this issue. I think everybody in this room really fought very hard on this issue.
Thank you, sir.
Kim Fletcher. You know Kim? Debbie, I think Debbie's here. Crew Ledis. Crew Ledis. From also Moms of America. And Penny Lance, of course, CEO of the Concerned Women for America. That is a lot of people. Thank you very much, Penny. Good job you do. That's a lot of people. Can I give here? Why don't you hold that? You sell it tonight. So, just to finish up, I'm directing the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who, by the way, is doing a fantastic job. In fact, he just left Panama. We're trying to take back the Panama Canal, little things like that. It'll all happen. But Marco is going to make clear to the International Olympic Committees there, and he's going to make it as clear as anybody can make it, that America categorically rejects transgender lunacy. We want them to change everything having to do with the Olympics and having to do with this absolutely ridiculous subject that we even have to talk about this subject. If you went back 10 years or 15 years and you would move forward and listen to this, you'd say, what the hell are they talking about? This is impossible. But you have people out there, Democrats, that are still totally in favor. They can't win the argument. They can't win a debate. They look like fools, and they continue to go on. And it's okay, because as long as they do this and open borders and all of the other things they talk about, transgender everything, all they want to do is transgender and men playing in women's sports and all of these crazy things. And if they continue, I think we're going to end up ultimately, it's not going to matter because we're never going to go along with them, and we're just going to keep winning elections, right, Mike? So when the Olympics comes to Los Angeles, I was responsible for getting the Olympics, and I said, oh boy, this is terrible because I got the Olympics and I won't be president. And then what happened is that in an election, strange things happened in an election. So I missed 4 years, and now I have the Olympics. It was sort of circuitous. It was a circuitous situation. And we also have the World Cup coming, which is going to be fantastic. And we have as you know, very importantly, 250 years coming. That's a big one next year, so that's a very big one. But in Los Angeles in 2028, my administration will not stand by and watch men beat and batter female athletes, and we're just not going to let it happen, and it's going to end, and it's ending right now, and nobody's going to be able to do a damn thing about it, because when I speak, we speak with authority. And for the same reason, just to make sure, I'm also directing our Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, who's also she's out there with you, Greg, a fantastic job. She's unbelievable. I was watching her riding yesterday on a horse. She was as good as anybody. She's very good. To deny any and all visa applications made by men attempting to fraudulently enter the United States while identifying themselves as women athletes, try and get into the games maybe where they are unable to get into the games. We're honored to be joined today by many incredible advocates for women's sports, including the brave swimmer at the forefront of this battle. And Riley Gaines is a person that I've been watching. Yeah. Good job. She fought hard. Riley was a 12-time All-American. Well, that's pretty good. 12-time All-American who sacrificed countless hours in the pool just for a chance at the title. It's so important to her. She gave up everything and just gave everything she had. But then the league forced her to share a spot on the podium with a male swimmer who took her trophy while the media celebrated this stolen glory. And Riley is just a tremendous athlete, and it was a very unfair situation. I watched it. A lot of people watched it. It was ridiculous, frankly. But I want to thank Riley. She really has been in the forefront. People that aren't that well versed in this would say that she was the leader. And great job, Riley. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And also with us is another great champion for women, Peyton McNabb. In high school, Peyton was a rock star athlete. Where is Peyton? Where is Peyton? I like Peyton. Nice to see you. Good job. Good job. Looks like a good athlete to me. In high school, Peyton was a rock star athlete preparing for a future in college sports, but in one volleyball match, a much taller and stronger male spiked the ball right in her face, knocking her unconscious, partially paralyzing her right side and leaving her with a traumatic brain injury. And Peyton said it was 100% avoidable if only my rights as a female athlete had been more important than a man's feelings. And we can't let it happen, and it's not going to happen. Not going to happen anymore, Peyton. It's not going to happen. Are you okay? Are you good?
I'm doing a lot better.
Good. That's good. Thank you. We're also pleased to be joined by many incredible leaders on this issue. And as I mentioned before, Speaker Mike Johnson, and he has been so strong on this issue because he's a man of common sense. I mean, it really is. It's common sense more than anything else. So, Mike, thank you. Great job. Great job in everything. He's got the easiest job of any politician in history. He's got the nicest, like 200 and almost 20. It sort of varies depends on how many people I take from my administration. It goes up and down a little bit, but I promised I won't take any more. I just wanted to see how good he was. I was testing you. And we have some great people, but he's filling them up rapidly. He had some big wins the other day, very big wins the other day. But you've done a fantastic job. Thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And also the dozens of members of the House and Senate and governors that attorney generals, so many people, and the people outside that can't even get in. This room is packed. And, I offered to build a ballroom. I'm very good at building ballrooms. I build beautiful ballrooms. And I actually offered to build a ballroom for the White House. I was going to build it right there. This was going to be the reception room. And then I was going to build a beautiful, beautiful ballroom like I have at Mar-a-Lago, as beautiful as it can be. It was going to cost about $100 million. I offered to do it. and I never heard back. I offered to do it to the Biden administration, very active administration. And they didn't hear back. And I said again and again, 3, 4 times, I said to top people, and they just didn't know what to do. They sort of said, this is good, but they had no idea. So I'm going to try and make the offer to myself, you know, because we could use a bigger room. Right, Marcia? We could use a bigger room. President, would you like to build? Yeah, I would. We could use at the White House. It would actually be a beautiful addition. It's going to cost nothing. I'll spend the whole thing myself. We'll do a big, beautiful room, but we could use it at the White House. You know what they do when they have a big ceremony? They put up a tent. And somehow I think we've outgrown the tent stuff, right? Don't you think? So we'll see if they can, we'll see if Trump will approve it. But the actions we're taking today are the latest in a sweeping effort to reclaim our culture and our laws from the radical left crusade against biological reality. On day one, I made it official, and I'm making it official policy of the United States government that there is, two genders. We have 2 genders. What might they be? Man and woman, right? Male and female. Male and female. Can't think of too many others, but it's pretty amazing. I rescinded federal funds to, and this is so important, to any program that promotes transgender ideology using taxpayer dollars. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. And last week, I effectively banned the chemical castration and surgical mutilation of minor children. Can you believe I even have to say that? I banned governor, I banned, that's just like, who would ever think we have to even say that? Last week I banned. Every day we're ending the extremism of the last 4 years. We have other things that are just as ridiculous, not having to do with the subject, but just as ridiculous. Open borders where people are allowed to pour in from all over the world, from jails and prisons and mental institutions and insane asylums, people that are very sick, people that are very evil, killers, murderers. Many of them murdered more than one person. And we have to justify the fact that we're moving them out. We are moving them out in tremendous numbers. Tom Homan and Christie are doing a fantastic job, and the governor and other governors too. But that we have to even fight for this stuff is just incredible. And the media doesn't want to talk about it because it's nothing they can talk about. It's just they just don't want to really talk very much about it. Serious problem, but we're doing a great job, and the people understand, and that's why we won in a landslide. You know, they made it easy, and at some point, we have to hope they do come around because we can never let this happen again. What's happened to our country, we can never let this happen again. So we are restoring sanity and common sense, very simply, to our government. We're defending the rights and safety and pride of the American people, including our great, great, great female athletes. What athletes you are, too, I tell you. And, I'm not allowed to say this politically. It could end my career. They're really beautiful people. These are beautiful people. But like everything else, it's a little bit different today. You're not allowed to say that because if you call a woman or a girl beautiful, that's the end of your career. But let's take a chance on it, Mike. Let's take a chance. So I want to thank everybody for being here. It's fantastic. And this is sort of a big, big day. It shouldn't have even been necessary to take place. This started a long time ago, and we ended it today. And I'm going to sign the executive order right now, and everything I said will go into effect immediately, okay? Thank you. if you'd like to gather around me, I think I'm going to be okay. Come on. Come on. Secret Service is worried about them. If we have to worry about them, we have big problems. Okay, do you want to do this? Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you some pens, okay? Are you ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor? You ready? We'll do a good job. Wait, let me press that. I want to make this a really good signature, because this is a big one, right? Oh, I think we have a 10. We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
Pretty good, huh? I see that. Okay? Good. Now you're going to go out and win those events, right? Nice to see you all. Great going, everybody. Nice to see you. Thank you, kids. Here, take a pen.
Thank you.
I'll give some of these out, okay? Take a pen, take a pen.
Thank you so much.
Where's Riley?
And the charges. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. A Utah prosecutor announcing multiple charges against Charlie Kirk's accused killer, Tyler Robinson, and evidence that includes a note, text messages, and DNA.
After the alleged murder, prosecutors say the alleged shooter messaged with his lover or roommate, saying that he thought he'd get away with the crime, except he could not get back to the rifle that he ditched near the crime scene, which ultimately police recovered. They announced today they found DNA on the trigger. The county attorney here says video places the alleged killer at the scene. The suspect is seen on video walking to the campus with a limp, consistent with a rifle in his pants. And there were 7 charges announced today. 2 of them are aggravated murder and felony discharge of a firearm. Prosecutors say the charges are aggravated because they believe the shooter killed Kirk for political reasons, and also because the killer knew if he shot and killed Charlie Kirk that it would happen in front of children.
Fox's Matt Finn. Prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty if Robinson is convicted. FBI Director Kash Patel defending his record on many issues at a Senate hearing, including recent firings, as Democrats, including Senator Adam Schiff, accuse him of politically driven decisions for the president.
What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform.
President Trump earlier praising Patel and telling reporters,
I have confidence in everybody in the administration.
This as he was heading to the UK for a historic second state visit. In New York City, the man accused of killing United Healthcare executive Brian Thompson no longer faces state terrorism charges, a judge tossing out those counts against Luigi Mangione, who is still facing other state and federal charges, including murder. Stocks finished lower. The Dow down 125 at the bell ahead of a Fed decision on interest rates tomorrow. America is listening to Fox News.
This is Jason Chaffetz from the Jason in the House podcast. Join me every Monday to dive deeper into the latest political headlines and chat with remarkable guests.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com
or wherever you download podcasts.
House Republicans unveil a plan to keep the government open.
The continuing resolution, or CR, would extend current government funding until November 21st. While considered to be a clean extension, it would provide $30 million in security for lawmakers, another $30 million for protecting Trump administration members, and $28 million for protecting Supreme Court justices, who've seen an increased threat in political violence. It's unclear if Democrats will support the bill, as many have been pushing for an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credit provisions. Speaker Johnson says that's a December policy issue, not a September funding issue. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
TikTok wins another reprieve from President Trump, extending the deadline again for the social media platform to avoid a U.S. ban by divesting from its Chinese parent company. The U.S. Treasury Secretary announcing a framework deal with China this week, pending a phone call set for Friday between Presidents Trump and Xi. An executive order signed today extends the deadline to December 16th. A former college basketball star now shining in the pros.
The number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, Paige Beckers from the University of Connecticut, won the WNBA Rookie of the Year award Tuesday. Drafted by the Dallas Wings, Beckers averaged 19.2 points per game in her first professional season. She dished out 5.4 assists and 3.9 rebounds per game. Her totals among 36 games saw her register the 3rd highest point total and 3rd most assists by a WNBA rookie. She received 70 of 72 votes to win Rookie of the Year. 23 years old from Edina, Minnesota, Paige Beckers broke the WNBA single-game rookie scoring record in late August when she put up 44 points in a game against the Los Angeles Sparks. Jared Max, Fox News.
Recapping stocks, the Dow drops 125 points. The S&P and the Nasdaq slightly lower, slipping from their latest records. And Lisa Brady, Fox News.
It's the Will Kane Show. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday on FoxNews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss a show. Get the podcast 5 days a week at FoxNewsPodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. Fox Sports Update.
With the Bucks down and facing a 4th and 10 late in the fourth quarter, Baker Mayfield made a play with his feet.
Pressure off the edge. Mayfield steps through. And he's tripped up with a first down by Gardner Johnson.
That was courtesy of ESPN as Mayfield scampered for 15 yards with less than a minute and a half remaining against the Texans. Running back Rachaad White finished the 11-play, 80-yard drive by getting into the end zone with 6 seconds left to give Tampa Bay the 20-19 victory on Monday Night Football.
Hot in motion. They are going to run it. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
With the victory, the Bucs are now 2-0 to start the season for the 5th straight year, the longest active streak in the NFL, while the Texans dropped to 0-2. Houston took the lead in the fourth quarter thanks to a blocked punt and a 53-yard punt return from Jalen Noel, but their defense couldn't come up with a stop. Mayfield finished the night 25 of 38 for 215 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Staying in the NFL, Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is dealing with another injury. McCarthy will likely miss at least the next game due to a high ankle sprain suffered Sunday night in a loss to the Falcons.
J.J. McCarthy, did come in very, very sore today with the ankle sprain. I would anticipate we are not planning on having him for Sunday.
Sound courtesy of the Vikings as head coach Kevin O'Connell said he doesn't see McCarthy going on the short-term injured reserve, though ESPN is reporting he'll be sidelined 2 to 4 weeks. McCarthy, the 10th pick of the 2024 NFL Draft, missed his entire rookie season due to a torn meniscus. The Vikings face the Bengals in Week 3, a team that will be without its leader in Joe Burrow, who is expected to be out a minimum of 3 months due to needing surgery on his injured left toe. You can listen and follow the Fox Sports Podcast at foxsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Joe Morgan.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
I'm Guy Benson, in for Dana Perino. This week on Perino on Politics, I'm joined by Fox News contributor, Outkick columnist, and host of the Getting Hammered podcast, Mary Catherine Ham, my dear friend.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com.
All right, boys, you guys ready to see who got the longest bush?
Yeah, I got this. Let's go.
All right, boys, let's go.
All right, boys, ready? 3, 2, 1, bush!
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days. Rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around. Everything feels right. Brad on the show, bringing joy to our day. Into the Marianas breeze, let the worries drift away. Yeah, that was the air. Connection grows stronger. We show that we care. Rock on to feel the soulful flow. Look right on in Mariana, that's where you belong. The sweet island breeze and the ocean's embrace. Brad's got the stories, sunlight face. Outside, meditated, born in the sun. Yeah, we're shining with love as our guide. So raise your voices high, let the music play on. Good morning, Marianas, we're where you belong.
Good morning, Marianas! Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. It's already hump day. It is September 17th, 2025. And do you feel good? Do you feel alive? It is a great one out there today, and it's going to be even better. Man, I had a little frustrated look on my face. I'm like, man, where's that stuff? I edited some stuff yesterday that I just can't seem to find. I'm like, you got me kidding.
All right, well, whatever. Today's going to be a special day because we're going to blow out of here a little bit early. We have a ribbon cutting event that we're going to get to at 8:30 today. So we're going to be out of here early so we can actually get there to bring that to you. It should be a good event that we're excited about. Right now, it's 80 degrees outside, and it's sunny. You got to love it. Sunny outside. We're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout today. Partly sunny skies. High near 87, and nice wind. Yesterday, though, it was pretty breezy. They said it was going to be pretty light. They lied. When we're going to talk to Landon about it this morning, they didn't lie, I know. But he had some really interesting news about it. He was saying that there's a trough that was going north of us, and that we caught the end of it, and that's where we got the wind. But we're going to hear about that directly from him in just a little bit today. He's going to be on probably about 7:40 with us this morning. Tonight should be nice also. 78 degrees, nice light wind. We'll see about that. Fool me once. We'll see how that comes around the second time today. Anyway, it's going to be a great one. And if you're out there on the road, it's a great day to be driving. And I don't complain about driving at all. I prefer driving, but not always. If you could just bury your face in your phone, it would be so much easier. Here's your first look at traffic, though, as we go all around Saipan. You see mostly pretty light until you get to some of the old traditional trouble spots all around. So let's take a look at it right now. We've got some traffic built up over there. Folks coming south from the Quartermaster intersection. Folks heading south definitely slowed down. I know what that is. That is bus stop traffic. I know exactly where those bus stops are, because if you end up driving late to Good Morning Marianas, you know where you're going to get stuck. I can tell you that. And that's one of those spots right now. Not a question, no doubt about it. Over there just after Quartermaster Road. So there's a whole lot of red and yellow going over there. It has nothing to do with McDonald's or DHL. That, my friend, is school bus traffic. That's a little bit slow as you approach the Chalampali, Arnold, and Chalamonseñor Guerrero intersection. But we like to call it the intersection that matters, by the place where connections matter. But right now, by the way, it's so funny. It still says Marianas Aviation Services. It should say IT&E, because that's where that is now, baby. All right, let's take a look all the way down over there by MHS at Guma Justicia and DPS. It's starting to get a little congested. Not too bad, though. Not too bad, but it is definitely slowing down over there. And it's going to slow down again when you get over to Mount Carmel. Folks trying to head north and south on Beach Road. Going to get a little bit of a hold up. A little bit of a slowdown when you get around the post office, too. And when you get down to the folks by Mobile and Chalumpiao, you can see folks heading north it's a little bit slow. Just people backed up a little bit, but nothing major. Chalmonseñor Martinez, though, is looking pretty good. It's some of the best it's looked in a while. However, once you finally do get to Shell Dandan, everything between Shell Dandan and the college is slow in both directions. So don't expect to be speeding through there to make up time, because not gonna do it. Yep. Over there by the Creep Road, if you want to get behind the school at San Vicente, it is slow for sure. But there's a bus stop right smack there over there by May Market. And that looks like what everybody's waiting on right now on the back road. How about going all the way past that? We'll head over by Cagman. Looks good. And really the biggest backup, it's by another bus stop area, but over there by the Rodeo Drive of Saipan, Isa Drive over there in Capitol Hill, New Sarah Market, Zenu Market, Capitol Hill Market, our fancy shopping area. Yeah, that's slow right now. Everybody is stuck behind the bus. In fact, there is a little bus stop that's listed there that explains it. How about that? Well, we're happy to tell you about how that works. Through Puerto Rico, a little bit of slowdown by the Marianas Heights buildings, and but other than that, it's looking pretty good. Garapan School looking pretty good. Over there by Sotalore Laundry looking good. And all the way down, it doesn't get slow until you're trying to head north on Middle Road and you get hung up at the Gualo Rye traffic light. You're going to get a little bit more over there by Springs Plaza. Big bus stop there, no doubt about it, right at the plaza, and that's where everybody's held up. So that's it, you guys. Just be patient. You don't want to smush a kid. You don't want to be that guy. So don't worry about it. Just be safe. And remember, those lights are flashing yellow. Start being aware there, young fellow. But when they are flashing red, you better stop or someone's going to end up, you know what I mean. So be careful out there. And, you don't even have to worry about that if you just take the bus to work. If you got the chance and you hop on with Transit CNMI, these are the folks who won a nationwide award for being the best small rural connection community transportation program. And I'm telling you, it's great. You got to see it for yourself. And in fact, we're just about to do that because you can see where the bus is live on their website, on the app. You check it out, Transit CNMI, they will tell you where it's at. Looks like they're not having a lot of luck with that this morning, but I'll tell you what, otherwise it normally is. And they take you just about anywhere you need to go on the blue line. College? Yes. Everywhere in the South? Yes. Garapan? Yes. Everywhere in between? Yes. They do that over there with the blue line, and it's constantly, they're reevaluating what they're doing. They're looking at new places that they can go and bring you to where you need to go. And they want to make sure that wherever they are doing, wherever they're expanding their line, that they're able to sustain it. You can see the green line on that screen is where they're going to go with it, but they're not there yet. But the blue line, look at all those stops. So many stops all along the blue line that they want to make sure that you are good to go. It looks like they've got a total, there's just a ton, like 80 stops all the way around that whole thing. Almost 90 stops on that whole thing. So you could do that. By the way, they've got nice clean seats. Their air conditioning, it's great. You need exact change though. It's $2 to get you anywhere you want to go on the blue line. $1 only if you are a student, a veteran, an active duty military member. If you are a Monomco and if you've got a disability, it's only $1 to get you anywhere you need to go on the blue line. And you can call them too at 236-2682 and make sure you bring exact change. They're they're dropping people off and picking people up from 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night, Monday through Friday. Weekends and holidays from 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. Yeah, they got to give those guys a life too. You got to give the drivers some love. You got to let them get to where they want to go too on the weekend. So give them a little time off. Anyhow, it's looking good over there for, oh man, that's the other thing. You could be watching this show on the Transit CNMI on the blue line because they have free Wi-Fi on the buses too. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I know, right. I know, this is awesome. Well, anyway, the blue line is great. Hey, we were going to have the folks from CLI joining us this morning, the Center for Living Independently, and we were really excited about it. I'm telling you, really excited about it. We asked them if we could reschedule because of the ribbon cutting that's going on this morning. New classrooms for the folks over at GTC. It's a good deal, and they're excited about it. We're excited about it. We want to see when progress is happening here in the CNMI. So we were hoping, excuse me, my goodness, I got plenty of sleep. What's going on? We love the folks at CLI. We were hoping that maybe we can get them in a little bit earlier, or if we could switch them to a day or two, but we couldn't because their schedule is tough because they're doing great stuff too. But good news is we have them Tuesday next week at 8:30. The folks from Center for Living Independently, they're going to be talking mostly about the golf tournament, but I really hope they get to come in and talk more about their programs because I love everything that they do over there. They're great. The people are awesome. The consumers are the best. I met my best friend over there. Yeah, you think I'm kidding? No, I got a best friend over there. You got to meet her. I'm telling you, she's great. Miss Lakai. I don't know if she remembers me. I hope she does. But she said I was her best friend in that moment. And to be fair, I know that she kind of throws that out there a lot. There's a lot of people who are her best friend. But that's okay. I'll take it. I'm glad I'm on that list because she's just so adorable. I love her. I can't wait to go back and see them again. All right. Well, hey, we got a lot of stuff to get to today in the limited amount of time that we've got today. So I want to say hey to you guys out there. Luisa Cabrera out there. If you guys were watching baseball the last couple of nights, you know why? It's because of Luisa. And, man, I'm really excited about that we have that coverage because of the dedication of that lady We could just not have any baseball at all. And we could just have just a plain old camera just pointing out there with nothing. No, she's out there. She's doing the lineups. She's doing the pitches, the scores, the names, you name it. You get all of that because of Luis Cabrera. And if you don't know, now you know. She is outstanding. I want to say, hey, Tobot Castro, Tin Man and Dan Dan, the one who keeps it less than 1,000,000 degrees up there in that score box because he tinted that press box for free. He charged nobody, not even a penny. He went out there with his own materials and his own guy, and he went out there. They tinted it to make it cooler so you don't melt like we did when we were playing soccer last week. So Tobot Castro, tip man from Dan Dan, you are the man. Eric Bopta's in the house, my veteran brother. All right, he's already given shout-outs to everybody out there, and I love it. He's talking about Peeling, Mariano, Tobot, Connie, Luisa, PJ, and everyone saying, hey, have a blessed and wonderful day. Take care, and God bless you always. Man, I'll tell you, if he's not the most positive guy, I love seeing him at our veterans events, and I love seeing him even when I got to go to CPA, like when the ships are coming in and all that stuff. It's great. Pat Tamar, great to see you this morning. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, speaking of PJ Victoria is in the house, too, watching all the way from the mainland. Ray Jolene, Kumoy, Ariola, they're here with us too. It's great to see you guys. Oh, and they are wishing a happy birthday to Jennifer DeLeon Guerrero. You know what? It is okay. Yes, we can. Are you ready? We will do it. You guys sing it at home with me. If you are driving, you should sing it too. And maybe throw in a couple of words. It's up to you. Are you ready? Me. This is for Jennifer DeLeon Guerrero. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jennifer DeLeon Guerrero. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Oh, yes, that's going out from your friends and family saying good morning. I hope it's your best birthday yet. You got many more to come, and hopefully this is just one of the many making your way as you make your way around the sun another time. Well done. Oh, man, you know what? I often have this open, and some days I don't. Going over on the Good Morning Marianas page itself, because we are broadcasting on there as well. But it's not often that I'm actually watching over there. So let me go over to that page just to see who's over there with you guys if you're on there. So I know some folks they do actually watch the show. Oh, hold on, let me turn down the volume on that one so you don't get echoed out like a phone call. All right. Oh, what do we got going on over here? Goshaman. Good morning. Great to see you. It says, Marianas, thanks, Brad, for your last advertisement with PHI Pharmacy about the protein because I bought myself 2 of it and surely tastes good. I told the girl I saw it on the Good Morning Marianas show, but luckily I got the chocolate because it's the only one left over and she reserved it for me. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's great. They'll love it. I just ate one this morning. Hold on. I reached down into the trash to pick up the wrapper. This is it. I ate it this morning, and this was so good. I know. I could have ate it on the show with you guys, just so you could see my in-face reaction. But I was hungry. I wanted to eat this for breakfast. I was looking forward to it, and it's really good. So this is the Legendary Foods. These are the things that are available over at PHI at all their locations in Cagman, Dan, and in Garapan. So this is 200 calories. And what's great about it, aside from the taste and the texture and all that stuff, is that it's only got 5 grams of net carbs and 20 grams of protein. And also, it doesn't taste like a terrible protein bar that you might be thinking about. No, this is really good. Now, they said that you should microwave it. Now, you can, and it's good. I do like microwaving it. I didn't microwave this one. I just drank it with some water, I drank some water while eating it. And it was exactly what I needed. I didn't need to heat this one up. It was good. So another good thing, there's only 200 calories in here, and there's no sugar. So this thing is a health bomb. It is awesome. And it's getting you great to start your day. And the fun thing is, because there's protein in it, that fills you up a lot quicker. And that's what I need. I'll tell you what, I have been getting bigger and not in the right way since we started doing this, because I haven't really paid attention to myself. I've been paying more attention to this that we've got here. So, but I started hitting the gym again this week. I'm really glad to do it, folks over at Laddiebill Gym. And, I'll tell you what, I feel a lot better, and I hope you guys do too if you do it. I sounds crazy. I mean, I literally had to just look deep within and say, hey, you matter. So go take care of yourself. And, certain things happen recently health-wise that made me really want to focus on all this stuff, focus on me again. I think I am very fortunate that, catching stuff kind of early and, recognizing some of the stuff that's happening health-wise. And that was the alarm that goes off, says, hey, you can't F around because you're about to find out. Okay, so start taking care of yourself. And that's it. Yeah, Bruce Camacho, no sugar. There's no sugar in this stuff, man. I'm reading all the ingredients right here. Total sugars, 0 grams. Included 0 grams of added sugars. No sugar in this. It's great. Man, I love it. This is outstanding. So we tried 3. There was the Skippy peanut butter oatmeal one. That was the first one. I microwaved it too much. That was the ant under the magnifying glass. It tasted good, but I definitely gave it too much in the microwave. Second one was the chocolate one, with the chocolate one on top. And I microwaved that too, and it was, I probably didn't need to do that. But this one, the cinnamon one, I didn't microwave at all. It's perfect right out of the wrapper. Like, this was it. Just with some water this morning, and it's great. So I'm a big fan. Legendary Foods. You get these over at, I know this is just a wrapper because I ate it already. You can get these over at PHI. And if you have a membership at a local gym, it's an extra 25% off of their products and their supplements and all that other stuff. So go down there and check out all the cool people. Hey, the Amish assassin is there. Who, by the way, I heard, I didn't just hear, I saw that he has started playing soccer now. And he's playing for Shirley's. So we're going to actually play against them this year. I'm going to be playing soccer against the Amish assassin. Yes! And Shirley's, I'll tell you what, they need some guys because they are not the strongest team in the league. They're a good group of people, and they got some guns. So we'll see how they go this season. I don't know who we play next week, but it's definitely had been traditionally an easier game. But, man, now they got the assassin. And I saw it because Nate Camacho was there at the game. And we were talking, and I'm like, wow, are you playing too? He's like, no. But I'm here because Eli's over there. I'm like, no way, come on. So that was pretty cool. That was a Sunday night. So I wonder if that had anything to do with the Bears beating the Cards. I don't know, but I think it's cool to see these athletes trying other sports. I know the Salalilas play with MPU, and there's like 14 Salalilas. I mean, like, maybe that's not an exact count, but there's so many of them, and they're out there playing, and they're all in. All right, so we just got a message. We got just another couple of minutes for Landon from National Weather Service. We're going to hear about what was going on with our weather yesterday and what we've got coming up for the next few days. By the way, in the meantime, you guys, don't forget our phone lines are open, 789-2323, 789-2323. We are That'll be our number as we're going like live on the show. Now that number is the number for the studio and everything like that. But if you don't get a hold of us, if you call us on off hours and stuff like that, you can also send a WhatsApp on that number, and you can leave voice messages, you can leave video messages, you can even give us like voice and video messages that you want us to put on the show. Like if it's an update from somewhere, like, hey, I'm over here. Hey, I'm witnessing this right now. If you shoot a video from your phone, you can send it to that number. If you see like something happening in Saipan or Tinian or Rhoda or the mainland, who knows? Wherever you are, send us a message of where you are and what you're doing. And we'll put you on there. You could be one of the NMI eyewitness news reporters for us as you're out there, out on the go. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay. I'm messaging him to see if he's ready because it's almost 8 minutes. And I'm more time focused. Normally, if you've been watching the show for a while, you know that we don't necessarily have to stop at our prescribed time. But today we do, to make sure that we can make it out there for that extra coverage. Because we don't want to miss it today. We want to bring that to you. All right, he says let's go. So let's give him the old video call. There he is. That's the voice. That's the sound. All right. Well, we see the video. I can see the ceiling vent. The phone is sitting there on the table, but we're about to bring him to you. He's getting weather ready for you. Now he's got to fix the orientation on his phone. And look at him go. There he is, Mr. Meteorologist
blow
himself. Well, we gave you the play-by-play as Landon was getting all set up over here. Good morning, Landon.
Good morning, if you call it that. It's been one of those long days. It's already been like a 6-hour day. I've been up since 2 o'clock with meetings with headquarters, and it's just one of those days. It feels like a Friday already.
Well, at least you get to have 2 fun phone calls in a row.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice. We're talking about Landon. He was just on with Ray over at the Point, the crew over there talking weather and everything else he's got going on. But we got you now, which is great. And today is going to be a short show for us because we started early, but we're going to be running over to a ribbon cutting for a school that starts at 8:30. So as soon as we're done with this, we're pretty much going to wrap up.
That's very good. Sounds like an exciting day over there. And the good news is that if it's in the morning, the weather should be fairly accommodating. The weather is not so bad. Some spotty showers moving right over Tinian, right through the Tinian-Saipan waterway. I think right now it's going through that little gap in the radar where we've got the beam blockage because of the mountain in northern Guam. But that shower is just tracking right across Tinian, maybe up into the Tinian-Saipan waters. Otherwise, pretty quiet out there. But if you look off to our southeast, there's a little bit more action down there, and that's part of this surface trough that's been playing with our weather the last several days. So the yellows and the oranges and the reds, that of course is the heavy rainfall. And if you get some of those red blotches passing over you, you might think it looks almost biblical because it's going to be coming down so hard. And that's typical for the wet season. So it looks like most of that's aimed at Guam at this point. Some of that leading edge, that might be coming down with some wind gusts upwards of about 25 to 30 miles per hour as those showers really come roaring in, and then the winds will rapidly subside. And so that's going to be the theme for more so Guam and Rota, and to a lesser extent Saipan and Tinian today. And that's part of this broader disturbance going to the satellite. This is a tropical disturbance now, of course, the Mariana Islands right over here. 90W, Invest Area 90W, that is rated low for development by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, meaning that development is not likely within the next 24 hours, but the forecast model do show steady and gradual development intensification with this disturbance, which is centered right about 14 north, 137 east, so well west of the CNMI, which is the good news, and it's going to be moving away from us. But we will have to watch how it proceeds toward the Philippines and also Southeast Asia with steady development. But on the backside of that, this is where we're watching that blob of heavier weather. So this is not the eastern periphery. All of this is going to be coming our way in some form. Will it hold together? That's the million-dollar question. It does look like it's going to be a wetter day today, this afternoon. Not so bad this morning, but we could probably see more showers and soaking rains, especially for Guam and Rota later this afternoon, this evening, maybe into the overnight hours. Likely similar for Saipan and Tinian, but not quite as wet as what we may see down here in Guam. So do keep your sunglasses handy for most of the day, but keep that umbrella handy as well, especially for your afternoon commute as the showers will start filling in. If you get our email alerts and follow us on Facebook, this is a graphic that we put out yesterday showing just a very busy pattern. This is a classic wet season pattern for this time of the year. I was looking at some of the climate data this morning for the Ray Gibson show on The Point, and it feels like it's been fairly wet this September across the islands, but it's been much drier comparatively compared to 2024 last year. We had 22 inches of rain by this time for the month of September, whereas we're sitting at 8 inches. So it's much drier this year than it was in the first 16 days of September last year. So we're going to try to make up for some of that rainfall deficit with this system passing through. The ITCZ is very active across Micronesia. There's no suspect areas for significant concern for us, but this ITC is going to gradually lift northward through the weekend. Some of the longer range forecast models do start spinning up a variety of tropical disturbances across much of the West and North Pacific. That's typical with such a pattern that exists right now. As it goes farther into the future, the forecast models usually pick up on little features, little surface troughs, maybe eddies within this overall feature, and develop those circulations to some degree or another. Right now, there's no credible threat for the region, but we will be watching it. This is typical for the wet season, so no surprises there. But we do have to keep an eye to the sky and an eye to nature, especially as we go through the next couple weeks. So that's really all I have to talk about weather. On the waters, it's going to be great conditions out for boating, 3 to 4 foot combined seas and a low risk of rip currents, but that lightning threat will be there through much of the rest of the week and into the weekend, just an isolated chance of thunderstorms with the Tut cell and the tropical upper tropospheric trough, still active to our north.
Yeah, and that active part to our north is what you were telling me is why we got a little bit of extra wind yesterday.
Yeah, y'all were sitting on the north side of that surface trough as it was pushing through the region. That trough was just kind of zipping right across here, and you had that convergence of trade winds and also the trough axis pushing through. So it kept winds breezier up there across the CNMI, not so bad across Guam. So looks like the winds are more stabilized across the region, holding right around 10 miles per hour or so for most of the area. And looking at the Saipan airport, we're looking at winds out of the east at about 6 to 10 miles per hour this morning.
Yeah, I definitely felt it yesterday. I know the difference when it's getting breezier because the news van of justice gets blown around a little bit. And I'm like, holy
You
cow.
talk about the news van of justice. My gosh, we had a tractor trailer was carrying a modular home across what used to be the Bonner Bridge of the Outer Banks. If you're familiar with the Outer Banks and Route 12, it goes from Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills, all the way down to Cape Hatteras. And they've got a nor'easter, winter type weather pattern. It's not a hurricane, not a tropical storm, but it's similar, but it's just a different inner structure. That's riding up the North Carolina, Virginia coast right now, and a truck was going up over the high-rise bridge over the Oregon Inlet, and the modular home flipped off the side of that truck at the top of the bridge. And I don't think it fell in the water, but it landed on the side of the bridge and was kind of just up against the railing. So they've been working a lot of hours to try to get that back onto the truck and get it off safely because of the strong winds. So that happens.
I want it to be a houseboat.
Yeah, apparently.
That's outstanding. Did they find a pair of legs with ruby slippers underneath?
That's the other big question. I have not heard. I hope so. That could take an interesting turn. So I'll see if there's anything in the news headlines about it.
Nice. Appreciate it. Hey, I don't know that I see a whole lot of it in the news headlines, but it's definitely newsworthy. All the work that you do for charity and for expanding imaginations out there in Guam. Yep. So can you give us a little update? What's going on with the Tower of Humanity and your partners with Be Heartfelt?
Yeah, I was going to put out a press release yesterday. I'm going to try to get that later today since I've got a lot of my work hours out of the way early this morning. I'm going to try to get the press release out later today. We're running a little bit behind because I'm trying to compile some updated information, but the tower project, the Cans for Humanity, that is all proceeding very nicely. The outpouring of support from the community and the organizations has been phenomenal so far. So we're still looking for more teams as for the Cans for Humanity competition, but also for job sites in the community. We just had the U.S. Marine Corps Camp Blas here on Guam. They signed up to be a job site for canned goods and also a team. So we're excited to have them on board. We have 10 schools across Guam that are participating as teams for this year's Cans for Humanity. And so that's 10 schools. We're going to see which school can collect the most goods. But to see the interest and the support from the kids, it's phenomenal because this charity focuses specifically on children in need on Guam. So it's great to have that support. But we have 14 teams signed up for the competition. And then we have some 21 food job sites across the community. So we're going to put out a press release later today. We have a proclamation signing for Friday morning. We're going to be inviting a lot of our volunteers and teams and organizations to join us at the governor's office at 9 o'clock Friday morning to declare September is Hunger Action Month. And so we just passed September 11th, which is the National Day of Service. We have the Hunger Action Month. This is a great time to give back to the community. If you have the means to do so, give back to the community. And it only has to be a little bit. And you think of, if you're in Guam, you go to one of the hotel buffets and pay $80 for a holiday buffet, or $80, $100, and think how much food that can buy at the grocery store, like a simple can of food and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
That can go a long ways for people who have absolutely nothing to eat on the weekends or any time as they struggle. And so something like that, $50, instead of going to a buffet one day, spend that $50 on canned good items and send it to a charity. And so it makes a difference.
Dude, you're the best. That's all I gotta say. The stuff that you do with the weather and all that, yeah, I'm sure that's you're a hero for all that stuff. But what you're doing right there in the community is just outstanding. And you know, Guam's so lucky to have you and to have that network of folks, of you guys working together. It's outstanding, dude. You're a great guy.
And it takes a community. It takes a community, and it's heartwarming. That's why we're doing now our 7th tower project. We're taking 12 days of vacation just to do the project, and it takes a lot of time and effort. But to see the people come together, see the community come together, that is what sustains us. That's what keeps us going, and why we keep pursuing these causes for the community, because it feedbacks, it builds off of itself. And seeing the care, the smile from people from the youngest to the oldest of age, all working together for a good cause. That's what sustains these projects.
Well, it's outstanding. How about the, speaking of standing, let's talk about some big freestanding objects that you got coming up. When do you start, and when is the big finale?
So we will start on September 24th, actually this Saturday. I'll be shifting over to the night shifts. I'll be on the graveyard shift, working the vampire rotation, but also handling daytime meetings still in my normal capacity. So it's gonna be a long half of the week. But Saturday, we will load up all of the blocks out of my house, out of the storage room, the Lincoln bedroom, and then we're going to transport it to the Ganya Shopping Center, and we're going to start prepping some blocks. We're going to be looking for a couple of volunteers to help us. We have to separate the blocks by color, type, and styles, because there's a little bit of inconsistencies between the different bricks blocks. So we're going to separate those so we can build them within like pieces on the 24th. While they're doing that, I've got a lot of paperwork to do. I got a lot of numbers to be drawn up. I got a lot of calculations so we can build our strategy, because I need a roadmap, how we're going to build the strategy, or how we're going to build the tower based off of the blueprints I have, and to ensure that the inventory goes all the way up to complete the 2 towers and the horizontal link. And so I want to make sure that we have that without any doubt. Otherwise, we'll have to mitigate and maybe cut some tops off of our towers, but hopefully we don't have to do that. I just need to have a good 6-hour block of time to start running calculations.
Wow.
24th we start, and then we hope to finish it up on Friday, October 3rd. That will be the day that the chaos really begins. We're going to have all the teams, the job sites, the teams start bringing their canned goods that they collected, store them up at the Ganya Shopping Center, and staging their building areas, because on Saturday the 4th, that's when all the teams will converge on the Ganya Shopping Center and they're going to have little areas within their district to build whatever they want to come up with. And so it's going to be utter chaos. If you're on Guam on Saturday, October 4th, come out to the shopping center. It's going to be utter chaos, people everywhere, canned food items everywhere. It's going to be a fun, exciting day. If you like the chaos of the holidays, this is going to be 100% chaos. So come out, have a good time, donate some cans if you're on the island then. And then Sunday will be public voting and award ceremony for recognition for the different teams.
That's so amazing. I absolutely love it. All right. So we've got to start coordinating with you a little bit closer now that we're getting closer to it for how we're going to do all that stuff down there. But really excited about it. Can't wait. And we are definitely going to be a big part of that. I'm looking for the whole week of just hanging out with you guys over there. So it should be fun.
And we'll definitely chat offline about dates and timing. We're flexible and open and ready to have you back down here.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, we're creeping up at the top of the hour, so we're going to have to run out of here quick. This is another one of these short weather catch-ups for us. But thanks for being available for us. Thanks for everything you're doing down there. And then we'll message offline about what we could do for the big week.
Sounds good. See you soon.
All right. Take care. That's Landon Aidlet over there from the National Weather Service. And he's telling us that we've got some nice weather to enjoy a little bit now. There may be some rain coming, but not today. It's going to be a good one. There's a slight possibility. Don't worry. But it's the other stuff, and it's mostly hitting south of us. All right. Well, folks, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We'll get you the latest update that we've got out here from the Associated Press. I'm not sure if it's going to be ready by the time we want to get out of here because we need to get going so that we could get over to that ribbon cutting that's happening today. But I'll tell you what we can do, though. We'll give you a real quick traffic update. Of course we could do that. Because you're out there on the roads getting it done, trying to get to work, get your kids to school, and all that stuff. Well, we have you covered for that, too. All right, so Saipan, let's pull it all the way back and take a look. Right now, the 10,000-mile view looks pretty good. But as we get in a little bit closer, you can see some of the trouble spots are troubling, like over there by Shell Dandan a little bit. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this one instead. Over there by Shell Dandan, you can see that there's some folks waiting, but at least it's not going all the way down Chalamonseñor Martinez. That's a little rougher. Issa Drive's looking pretty good all the way around as well. Hold on, let's go. We're zoomed in a little bit too much. There we go. Issa Drive looks good all the way around. A little bit of a holdup over by New Sarah Market, but not too bad. Getting down to Middle Road and scrolling through Puerto Rico, Marianas Heights, some folks over there stuck at that light, waiting to go south. And over there by Twins Mart, there's some folks who are definitely slow. And the intersection over by the pickleball courts and tennis courts is slow right now, too. So don't worry, you're not going to be able to get anywhere faster than you want to. So you're just going to have to be patient as you're passing by the college. By the college. How about the hospital as you're passing by the hospital? All right, heading south, Middle Road, a little busy through Garapan area and over by the museum. And you're going to slow down again also when you get by, when you proceed further down toward Gualarai, where it is definitely going to be stopped over at the intersection at the courthouse. Still going down south with an F. Quartermaster's looking good, too. That's a great news. Slower down when you get closer to the intersection that matters by the place where connections matter, IT&E, especially if you're trying to go up the hill over there by IT&E. You're going to end up being stuck at the intersection a little bit, so just be ready for it. It's not that bad. Heading south from the AK intersection, the old AK intersection, you're not going to run into any trouble until you get over there by DPS and the Election Commission. It's a little bit slow over there because school's going to be starting at 9 o'clock for MHS, and there's always a lot of traffic in that area. Right now, over by CK, it's a little bit slow by Dial Rent to Own. So just dial down your speed and you should be good to go. By the way, I've got I don't know why you guys aren't looking at the traffic for some reason. I have it on there. You should be looking at the screen. But I've been talking about this traffic the whole time, and you've been looking at this. I'm not sure why they don't want to give you the love. How about this? How about, let's see, where is it? There's the maps. That's what you should be looking at right now, and you're not. Not sure how that changed, folks, but either way, we're here again. And making your way in Chalmpi out, it's a little slow, but not too bad over there at the intersection. Guangdong Hardware looks good. Over there by Green Consumer looks good. So that is your first look at traffic. But now I can tell you, though, folks on Chalmonsigno Martinez, if you're making your way toward the Shell Dandan, it is slow. It's slow all the way back to Maddie's Barbecue. That's not fun at all. And over there by the college, it is slow as well as folks get stuck by those buses over there at that light as well. So now you know what's happening for traffic. You could avoid all of it, by the way, if you just end up. Oh, I know what happened now. Jeez Louise. All right, funny story. But I tell you, you can avoid all that stuff if you end up hopping on the you just hop on the road with the folks over at Coda. I know what happened now. I definitely know what happened. I see it now. I see what happened. It's so funny. If you hop on with Transit CNMI, you're going to be able to go wherever they go on the blue line for only $2. That's right. Anywhere from NMC to Coblerville, all the way up to the college and all along Beach Road, up to Garapan. It's only $2. Unless you're a student, military veteran, active duty military, Monamco, or you got a disability, then you only have to pay $1 to get to anywhere you want to go. It's air conditioned, it's clean, it's nice, and guess what? They've got free Wi-Fi as well. You can give them a call at 236-2682. They'll take you where you need to go between 6:30 in the morning and 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. and 6:30 in the morning and 8 p.m. on weekends and holidays. Transit CNMI, they're getting it done for you, and that's why they're winning all kinds of big awards. All right, it looks like there is a new update, right? Right? Is that what we're seeing? Come on. Give me a new update. Survey says. Come on. Yes, we do have the new update, so we're going to get that to you. All right, folks, right after that, we're out of here. We started early, we're ending early, so we can bring you that live coverage from up north in just a little bit. So take care, folks. We'll see you right after.
He's due before a judge at this hour. Lisa Brady, Fox News. Charlie Kirk's accused assassin, Tyler Robinson, expected to appear virtually from the Utah County Jail, where he remains held without bail after County Prosecutor Jeff Gray announced 7 state charges, including aggravated murder, a capital offense that could mean the death penalty if he's convicted. Also, obstruction.
A second-degree felony for disposing the clothing he wore during the shooting.
And witness tampering.
A third-degree felony for directing his roommate to delete his incriminating texts.
Gray says the roommate provided the texts to investigators. Robinson's mother telling police her son was dating the roommate, who is transitioning.
Robinson's mother explained that over the last year or so, Robinson had become more political and had started to lean more to the left, becoming more pro-gay and trans rights oriented.
His mother also telling investigators Robinson implied during a call with his father surrender, along with a family friend. 2 state terrorism charges are dropped against Luigi Mangione, who's charged in the death of a healthcare executive outside a New York City hotel. He's still facing a state murder charge and other counts in addition to federal charges, but the judge ruling there was insufficient evidence to meet that terrorism charge.
Mangione, of course, accused of gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last December as Thompson walked to a Midtown Manhattan healthcare conference. That's seen, prosecutors say, as a strike by Mangione against the alleged abuses of the country's healthcare industry.
Fox's Eric Shawn. A California judge rejects the Menendez brothers' bid for a new trial over claims of sexual abuse. This week's after each brother was denied parole. America is listening to Fox News.